Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. This is the Coastal Critiques channel, and we are back with our season 15, episode 15, Sip and Spill the Tea, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to get into it.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Hey, Barb, how you doing today, baby?
I'm good.
My
How are
sis, I like
you?
your braids. I like those
I
thick
like your red hair.
cornrows.
I like the red hair.
Thank you. I was like, I'm gonna go red, not blonde. I wasn't feeling blonde. I didn't get no tan this summer. I didn't do that
I
much.
didn't do a lot of stuff this summer, so
Yeah. So I'm like, I had to put a little, put some highlighter on to make myself look a little with some color. So
we down here, we didn't really. It didn't get hot until like halfway through July, late July. So honestly, I don't know what's going on. Mother Nature, global warming, whatever you want to call it.
all of it is with the hurricane we just had or the rain we just had. Yes, ma'am. I don't even know.
Hurricane they were calling it because
we had an earthquake, didn't I think. What was and where was it centered?
It just said Southern California. I don't know. I just saw it said 5.5 on the Richter scale.
I didn't even know it was that big. Not that that's big, but one of the kids, my son told me, the youngest, Kinley told me. So I'm just like,
I just so happened to look it up when we were driving back, and I was like, oh, okay, like what's going on?
Right. It's just the California weather want to go on to act all the way up because we really don't get that bad of a weather.
Yeah, and I feel like we don't really like people from out of state probably like read it and they're like, oh my God, they be going through it. What's happening? And it's like, honestly though, unless it's like right where you are, or if there's like a fire, like right there, then you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I should probably leave now. But you kind of just wait to see what's gonna happen because the state is so big. You don't know what you feel over there. I might not feel here. You never know what's gonna happen here. So I just wait things before I start freaking out.
Well, what we do know is that I don't know, because you're not from California. Are you afraid of earthquakes?
No, I spent most of my 20s here, so there's been I think I've only felt like one maybe, but multiple have happened while I've been here, and I just been, oh, okay. And actually back home there was one when I had my first job at Burger King at 16 years old.
In New Jersey?
Yes,
in New Jersey.
Probably like 2010 or 2011, and all I remember I remember looking like towards like the drive-through, and I just remember everything was going like this, and I was like, "What is that?
You're supposed to do that? You're supposed to do that?
Yeah.
No, where they do that at?
I could probably look it up, but that was like the first one that I can remember, and there was maybe like another one when I was younger, but not too much of a hurricane state or an earthquake place.
I did get that text I told you I was getting, but I don't have to go nowhere yet. Just wanted you to know I did get it came through, girl. It came through. Okay. So with that weather being a little crazy, I'm glad we both didn't have to swim our way. People was in they water rafting and all kind of stuff. So
seriously,
seriously, they was water rafting.
I just wanted to go home. I was already irritated by the whole flight thing, so I just wanted to be home. And once I got home, I went to sleep, and it was great. And I slept through it, and the next day I woke up and the sun was out. So
right. Well, when I got home, because I went to my class here and I talked to you and you were on your way back, so we pretty much did like this, except for I was later. But by the time I got home, it wasn't even raining at my house. It was windy, so I guess the wind was blowing the clouds away, so it was no more rain. Next day, sunny. The kids didn't have no school either. They canceled school, but that's for the mud and the debris and stuff. Yeah, so the kids don't be walking around messing up my baby shoes with that mess, muddy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, don't do that.
It definitely was real money. It's because they don't always have like the infrastructure to like know what's going to happen and how
it's going to move.
So it's like I think they told him he didn't have to go into work until like 10:30, like as we were driving back too. So
that worked out.
All that just to be told that he didn't have to be to work until like 10:30 the next day. I'm like,
because your flight was canceled. Did they give you another time that that your flight was gonna go,
oh,
or
they're like, oh yeah, we found you one. How is 8 a.m. on Wednesday? We're like,
wait a minute, y'all. Well, this is Saturday or Sunday?
This is Sunday.
Sunday.
Something told me the whole time, like on Saturday, something told me your flight's gonna get canceled, Johnny's. Just book the car now so that you don't run into a whole fiasco. And we didn't do it. And luckily,
you didn't do it.
No, my friend Tasha, luckily she woke up super early on Sunday and was like, let me just look and see. And it was canceled. And we got on the horn at like 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, looking around for rental cars. Couldn't find one here. They had to go down there. It was a mess.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Well,
thank our lucky stars that you guys drove home and made it home, and I made it safely as well. Yes. So yeah, we just had a little banter, Sorry, because we're not used to hurricanes and things coming through California the way it did. Mm-hmm. It just wreaked havoc. We did do some record high levels of water. So that's pretty cool. We needed it. So yeah, let me just say hello to
one last thing.
Yeah.
See that aerial shot of like the Dodgers Stadium or something?
I did. I was doing my clients here, and she said, "Look, Dodger Stadium is flooded." I said, "Let me see," and she said, "No, I think it's Photoshop." And I looked at it again and said, "No, that's what it looks like outside." Because when I drove, it looked like COVID again. It was hardly anybody on the streets. I mean, on the freeway, we all were driving like 40 miles an hour because I was still hydroplaning. It was so much water on the ground, and my tires are fine. I just got my tires checked. My tires are fine, but I can my car kept swaying from the wind, and then it kept. So anybody got around me, I moved over. I didn't move my car. I was gripping my hand. I was gripping the car so tight. I didn't want no accidents. And then it was raining cats and dogs coming up to 15. But then when I got up to Victorville, where I live, it was like it wasn't raining no more. I said, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
We all made it safely. That
Maxima got us back here in one piece. So I'm okay.
I love a Maxima. They do their job, honey. They do their job. Sorry,
a nice one. I missed that car.
So yeah, y'all, thank you for joining us, Q, my lovely lady.
Thank you.
Hey to us, and of course we got Cleo in the building as well. Hey, Cleopatra. Show pretty self. Man, I just want to bring up this comment because my sis Q says she's doing copper reddish for the fall. Usually that's when I do it too. I couldn't wait. I got things to do, and I said I don't even know if I'm gonna go swimming anymore right now. So instead of braiding, I said I'm gonna go and throw this crochet in here, make it fluffy as possible. I'm not even done putting the hair in it, y'all. I'll have the hair on live, so don't even play with me. I like it fluffy and big. This is a Wendy Williams. You know, Wendy Williams used to like her hair really big and stuff. That's how I feel. I used to like when Wendy would pull her little. She used to have her little notes, and she would pull from under her wig. I used to like that part. Okay,
that's the Wendy I grew up on.
I really like when her first season was amazing. I was still working at the shop, and we was on that thing. We loved us and Wendy Williams. Shout out to Wendy Williams. We wouldn't even know how to do without you, girl. Because
for real,
you paved the way for a lot of people, a lot of people.
For real.
So, we are gonna get into it. Nonetheless, we are like my sister said. We are on season 15, episode 15, y'all.
Finale next week.
One more episode for the finale, sis. Doggone it! It feels like forever. Forever.
What are you doing? Yes. Did you get a chance to watch Carlos's part 2 with Kenya? I didn't watch it yet.
I didn't watch her. I didn't even watch her first one. I don't think. No, I just watched other people tell me about it. I didn't get a chance to watch it. For some reason, I thought I said something about Marlo, but maybe it was something in contrast to Marlo. Something she said. I don't know.
Marlo or something.
Okay, because I saw Marlo, so I was not that I'm not interested in Marlo. I am, but I just was like, I don't think I need to watch that right now. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm glad that we're getting finally to the finale. I can't wait for the reunion because I did get a chance to catch Jamie. That's me. Congratulations, pretty lady. Jamie,
Congratulations.
that's me. We congratulations on your new arrival that's coming. I think in December. She said she's 4 months. And
Yeah.
I can't believe what I can't believe, but I can't believe because she does not look like she would have a 19-year-old. But she said by the time the baby is coming, her son will be 20.
Oh, you didn't
So
know she had an older son?
I knew she had a son. I didn't know how old the son was. I never really heard her speak on his age, or I
Yeah.
know she might say my son, but I just in my head thought he was younger.
I
Didn't
knew
know that she had an adult son.
like 19 to 21, something like that. So
Yeah, see, I didn't know. I mean, like I said, when I catch her, when I've heard her say her son, I just never caught age, or I never hear her talk baby talk, or that boy getting, she don't never elaborated, but I just took that as her being private, as you
yeah.
know, as you can be in our job world on YouTube land.
Oh yeah, I definitely can't knock that, and she does it very, very well. There's a couple people that come to mind when I think about like being so transparent, but at the same time keeping what you want to keep private on here. It takes some work because
Yeah, it does. I like it though. I like how she did that. I'm pretty
like,
amazed. But we brought Jamie up because she was on Speak on It. She was on Speak on It, and Jamie had brought up some things that her and Candy both had banter going back and forth. So it was something that I wanted to tie into something Jamie had said about the season. But I'll probably remember, but we will because I did see that, I will probably reference some things that Jamie and Candy did say. Can't think of it right now. It'll probably come back to me. But it gets really confusing. Not even confusing, but they're making our job harder when they keep hitting these scenes for us. They hit one scene, and then they hit the next scene, and then they hit the next scene, and then they hit the next. It's 4 scenes, and then we go back to each one of those scenes. It's like, why are y'all making our job so hard? Stop doing that to us. I don't like it. Right? So Cynthia tells Kenya she's officially divorced, but in the confessional, she's like, child, can you wrap it up? Because I done got married and divorced while Kenya is still waiting on her divorce. Now, that's just too long, girl. So we catch up with the Glamma preparing for her extravaganza, because that's what that is.
Yeah.
It's a Glamma Extravaganza. Okay?
Featuring granddaughter.
Right. Featuring Mecca.
In
fine print.
Literally like this big. Size like 2 point Times New Roman.
I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure it out. But she's sitting with Cairo and his girl, and they're trying to go over, some things that they want, the balloons and the bears. And then I guess little mama said a clown. She said cloud, because Miss Sheree wants things to. She wants, like the Tyler Perry movie, she wants angels falling from the sky and the harp lady to be floating. Yeah. She wanted that to go on. So the little mama said clouds. It sounded like clowns. She was like, clowns, you trying to scare the grandbaby? So, and then I guess she said she's gonna make a nursery for the baby, which is always a great
thing. Like that should have already been done.
She have a whole wing, sis. She have a whole West Wing if she needs.
That wouldn't even be a question. Like, come on now.
At all. And I did take pictures, but me and my sis do have other things that we have to do today, so we will be running through it. But
wait. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. No, I don't have to do that anymore. So
okay, so now I'm not gonna have to rush. Hey, your royal one.
Hey, princess.
Hey, my sis, how you doing today? I hope all is well. You've been booked and busy, girl. I can't keep up with you right now. You booked and busy. You've been doing things, okay? Love you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you all the time. So So yeah, we was talking about the nursery. So yeah, I guess you go look a nursery up. Which I can't wait to see the nursery because the party was crazy. Barb, go ahead and continue on. I gotta do what I asked you to do real quick. And we're just at Marlo talking to her therapist. That's where I was at with it.
Mm-hmm. Marlo, you know, she likes to she's not even a therapist. She's the life coach, I believe, or life count, whatever she is. She checks in with her. You know how we get all the cute little snippets in the beginning where we're seeing, okay, this one's doing that, this one's doing that. I'm not sure if we got anything with Drew, but the first like actual scene that we get is Sonia. She's at the OBGYN, and of course that is none other than Miss Dr. Jackie Walters. You know, at this point, like Jackie, like she's clearly seen everybody's vajayjay and then some in the city of Atlanta. So I wasn't surprised at all when I seen her. And it was actually good to see her because, like we said last week, Married to Medicine is not supposed to come back until like November. So it was actually nice to see her since we're not going to get her for a bit. So we find out that Sonia is 5 weeks at this point. And we know that because Sonia is, how old is Sonia specifically?
I'm not sure about specifics, but I know she's over 35 or 35 because that's what.
She's 38. Oh.
Okay. You know, I was 38 when I had my last baby.
I thought she was like 36, but Gary asked you to see. I mean, we know she's an athlete. She's in relatively good health as far as we know, obviously, but things do kind of happen sometimes, unfortunately. But right now we're happy. She's 5. Deuce is super happy because apparently for the last 7 months, he has been very adamant about saying he wants to be a big brother. He wants a little sister, and y'all need to figure out the rest, pretty much. So he's really happy, and you know, it was a good moment. It just sucks that, you know, things will kind of get shaken up a little bit. I think starting
you not having children and me having the children I have, you never really want to. You know, they tell you it's like a certain time you want to wait.
Yeah, my best friend, she literally waited. I mean, it's actually going from what she had to deal with just last year. I totally understand that, but I also understand her. Obviously you want to share at least maybe with, you know, your kid or your close family. Like that's natural to want to share that, but it just sucks. It's
okay to share with an adult or, you know, somebody like that. That's not what I mean, because they're able to handle any emotion and process it if something does happen, but you know, you really try to wait till you're out of your first trimester to start announcing it, especially to the little ones, because they're so pumped and excited, you know. And I know you're excited, but you know, Dr. Jackie, I think she was, you know, trying to tell her like breaks, and she's like, no, you know, he's excited. True, he's supposed to be, and it is an exciting time. But I think, you know, maybe when the rainbow baby comes, you know, maybe she waited a little bit. So, did you talk about the filming of the first day of the pass?
No, this is all I talked about.
Okay. Yeah, and you already talked about we already saw Miss Sharon, the life coach, talk to what's her face about her when she should bring her boyfriend around or whatever, which you already know. Don't bring that man around until you call him your boyfriend, not your friend boy. Okay. When you're able to say he's not your friend boy, then you can bring him around your nephew's sons. Hey, Shar, my girl, you so pretty on your picture too. See, this is why I need my glasses at all times so I can see y'all really pretty faces. See, you look so pretty on that picture. I love it. Thank you for joining us too, Mama. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. So yeah, so filming of the past day one begins. Todd plans to shoot in 10 days. Todd, I know you anxious, bro. I know you anxious. I know. But 10 days, sir. Can you add 10 days? Oh, that's 20. You in 2,400 hours. You wanted a film made in 2,400 hours? Bro.
I think I was just watching
Or the 240 hours.
all I heard is 10 days, and all I thought obviously was Tyler Perry. And I was cracking up. I think it was Erica De Niro, shout outs to her. She called him like Todd Perry or something.
Not Todd Perry. Okay, that's his new name. That we're not calling him nothing else.
Tyler Tucker. It was, yeah, I think it was Todd Perry. I gotta watch it back.
Or maybe it's Toddy Perry.
When I tell you the scream that I scrummed was like, it was. I'm surprised you didn't hear it from there, because that's literally all.
Did you say the scream that you scrum?
Yes, the scream that I scrummed.
The scream that she scrum, y'all.
Because I'm like, that's all we were thinking. You know what I thought? Mainly the specific movie I thought about was that freaking Fall from Grace BS, whatever.
Ooh,
you know,
yeah.
The wig in the shower.
Yes.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He said that. I'm like,
I cannot, because that was
a fault. Like, don't be spending your money frivolously, especially in this economy. I don't recommend anybody do that. But come on,
let's not do that. Let's not do that.
10 days. And
10 days. I'm breathing heavy, and I don't act. I'm scared for them because I'm like, dang. And you got some newbies in here too. Do you know the pressure you are adding? It's like, Lord have mercy.
Like, I just, it was just trying to be overly.
Okay. Let me see what my sister says. She says, it's possible. I've seen it less, but depends on how many scenes.
Movies that probably have been done in less or the equivalent, but in this case, this is also coming from the same person who didn't want to get a generator for the restaurant. Who you
know what? Good.
Come on now, it's coming too cheap at this point. Like, come on now,
honey, you're absolutely right about that. But he did say he believes he can get it done because Drew is an actor. Okay. She's a professional. So he said, you know, he was like, Drew is a real actor, and he doesn't believe that she gonna need 50-11 takes. He really just said he don't believe she gonna need a lot of takes. I just said 50-11. And he also, you know, lets her know how the sex scene in his mind is gonna work. You know, all girl gonna be on, you know, down there on the box, and they gonna pan up, and you gonna see you getting it off your rocks off, and then they gonna pan down, and they gonna see her down there munching on her lunchbox, and then and then cut. And then cut. And then cut. It's gonna be easy as that. It's gonna be cut. Oh, hi, my love. I appreciate you coming in, Mims. Really? I appreciate it.
How are you?
How you doing, bro? Dang, appreciate you. Oops. Let me go back. Right, Mimsy. Let me read your comment. You paying me, not the other word. Oh, and you need to put Hot Girl Summer on there too, because that's what I'm having.
It was reversed, very much so.
Oh, that was crazy. So yeah, and another thing, y'all, we are streaming live from both channels. If we didn't take care of that business, please like, subscribe to me and Barb's channel, California Cutie, Barb Meets World. We appreciate it. We're streaming live from both channels. Hit the like button on both our channels. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get in that good algorithm. So we appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so very, very much. Getting back to the get down. So yeah, I thought that was cute. Got the you already took care of Ross and old girl. And it was funny because Ross didn't know what the heck was how you said generic the older. The way he
Yeah.
was, like I said, geriatric
Mhm.
pregnancy. He was
What
like,
what that mean?
what you talking?
It was cute. It was cute.
That's
Um,
true.
I just like again,
Drop your link, babe. Mister,
uh,
drop your link.
1 second.
So yeah, I thought that was funny, but I still do see it so cute, and I really do hope she get a little girl. I really do, because she would. I think that'll just make it better, because that little Deucey is full of energy, and she don't need two of them. But if she does, it's all good, because my two last boys, my two sons, I thought I was gonna be in trouble because all my kids went girl, boy, and then I had another boy, which made me nervous because I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this energy from two boys? But my youngest son is real laid back, chill, ain't no.
Thanks, princess.
Thank you, princess. Ain't in no sports, ain't in no sports or nothing. So it might not happen for her like that. Maybe one be energetic and one be laid back. Like, well, I ain't gonna say she's laid back, but just not as much energy. So we head back over to the filming with Todd. And like we said, that's when he was talking about he's like Tyler Perry. He saved six figures by using the things that he owns, meaning he used his own house, his own house, his own bed, his the restaurant,
lights, his
robe,
like his robe, his bubble bath, whatever. Like,
thank you, Deb. Appreciate you.
It's a fine line between and come on now. And thank you, Mims, for subscribing.
We appreciate you, bro.
I couldn't get with it, man. I couldn't.
Man, I don't know. I don't even know if I could. I guess she would have. She's an actress, so she got into actress mode and just kind of forget where you're at. And I get it. I mean, if it's gonna save that man some money and he's paying all these actors and it's gonna put more money in the actors' pockets, especially with the way we striking and stuff. Why the not? Hello, little cousin. How are you?
Cousin, how are you?
Thank you, Q. We appreciate you for subscribing. We appreciate it. Me and Bob both are looking to get to our 500 subbies. Because, we're just a modest little station. We're just two little modest channels trying to modestly get it done.
We just say, giving y'all the content, staying out the way, just keeping it cute.
Okay, ranting, we did talk about that. We survived. We did. It was a lot of range. It was buckets of it. Okay, buckets.
Yeah, it was a lot of freaking range. Which I'm so glad too that I got my hair braided, because can you imagine?
Yeah, it would have been. We'll discuss later when it's just you and I.
Annoying.
So Manetta and Candy. It's so funny because I'll be talking into my notes. So it says Manetta, Candy, and Drew, but Andrew as the guy name. Andrew. So when I looked at my notes, I'm like, Manetta, Candy, and Drew. Andrew. Oh, it's saying Andrew. So Manetta, Candy, and Drew discussed that they're Manetta comes in, she got her law and all that, she's ready to be her little lawyer scene. I don't know if her scene is coming up or she just there, give a support or whatever. But that's when Drew discusses that, she's a little nervous, about the scene, just a little bit. She's, shredding on some new water she's never did before. So that's when Candy lets her know that there's going to be an intimacy coach there. And for the life of me, I'm trying to give Drew the benefit of the doubt, but it's really getting on my nerve that she's really trying to make it out like Candy and Todd aren't professional. Like she's like, oh yeah, thank you. Like, okay, intimacy coach. Well, have you heard that when you do those, unless you're in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
You have a coach that comes and tells you how you're gonna lay, what you're gonna do, what's gonna make you feel comfortable. We can put 1,000 paddings in between you, So it was just weird for me to see Drew try to, yeah, she's high fiving her, but at the same time, she's still shading her, and I don't like that. Stop with the shading. You are so used to passive aggressive behavior with your husband. You're doing it with everybody, and that's how. Because everybody ain't gonna take it the same way. We not. At least I'm not. I'm not taking that.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, and then she gonna tell us it's her first time having a sex scene with a lady, and that she's had some with males before. So Candy asked Drew has she talked to her husband Ralph about the girl on girl action scenes that are coming up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Drew says, I kind of ran around, I roundabout told him about the movie. I didn't
give a general overview, a summary.
There you go, sister. That's the word I was looking for. I didn't feel like going through my notes because I know I wrote that exactly down. And so she's like, so I know in Candy's mind, she's like, as the way your husband had acted, you sure you? I think that's how I would have looked like really, your husband been acting up, and then y'all having issues, and we kind of see it. So I don't know if that was the right thing for her to do. And what Drew says that I don't know everything that he does at his job, his work. So why you got to know everything that I'm doing? I said, now see, this is why you guys are divorcing. This is why it's not going to work out, because you guys are tit for tat bullshit. It don't work like that. You can't tit for tat. You can, but let me know how it works out for you. Go ahead.
Based on how hard she's been going these last couple episodes about this kiss not kiss situation and all that, we would have assumed that you would have explicitly told him, I'm going to be, getting down and dirty with my, co-star, whatever, my female co-star, and that's just what it's going to be. So I was definitely very taken aback when she said that, she didn't, explicitly tell him that. Like, well, y'all, like, well, I wish I could have been a fly. Actually, I don't, because that probably would have been a lot to take in. But sometimes I think, dang, I wish I could be a fly on the wall in their house, because communication wise, y'all are just two ships out there. Like, I'm so confused. Like,
My thing is this though, Barb. She's been including him in everything, right? He's on the front of her album cover, right? So why all of a sudden are you now not including him? Why wouldn't you get pointers from him? Like, babe, how does this sound when I go, whatever I'm saying? I don't want to get too, I'm trying to do my best.
I wasn't ready for that. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm sorry, sis. I might have made your ears stand under the back of your neck. But I'm saying that to say, wouldn't you have just got him more involved and made him want to be involved, especially with the climate that you guys are in? I just feel like you could have did better, Drew.
You would think, but missed the mark on that one. But at the same time, I'm assuming it's because of some, I don't want to use the word malicious, but I'm assuming at this point, because the wheels, we know that she's starting to realize, okay, don't need to be in this anymore. It doesn't serve me any value. So it's clicking for her. So I'm going to assume that she did that for whatever reason.
Right.
And I think she even said, she's like, oh, because he doesn't tell me everything about his work or whatever. And I'm just like,
tit for tat.
Was there an underlying message that was that supposed to mean
that you're not going to tell him what you do at work, especially with the girl on girl action?
Like, was that there's something more to that comment clearly, but whatever. Right. I
guess. So it was brought up between Drew, Manetta, and Candy. Candy brings up how cousin Courtney, well, Moneta really brought it up, but how cousin Courtney called Drew the B word
Yep.
and lied about it.
Clear as day.
And huh?
I said, yep, clear as day.
Yeah, she about lied about that. It's like, man, and they do talk about it a little bit more, but I'll get back to it because you like they keep flip flopping scenes. That's why I'm flip flopping. So Sheree meets up with her party planner for her over the top sip and see. What I put floating bears and shrines of Mecca and all this other stuff. Drew is acting. Drew is acting her behind off. They show her, doing her scene. And she's looking very believable. She's acting her behind off, like I said. According to Drew, she's not attracted to women, so she has to dig deep for the acting parts of this because she has to dig deep. She's not attracted to women. Well, girl, I'm not bisexual either, but I do find women attractive. So, and not that I'm not even, I shouldn't say that. I should say, because, well, I guess they say when a man has sex with a man, he's considered gay. But when a woman have sex with a woman, she's considered lesbian, but she's bisexual. So a man can't be bisexual is what they try to say, right? At least that's what I've heard. But I said it to say that I don't consider myself a lesbian, but I do believe I like pretty things and I think women are beautiful. So for her to say that, it's like I be seeing women that would be attracted to the motherfucker. They be bomb. Like, oh yeah, fine, got it going on. Like, so for her to say that, I feel like you lying, you playing in our face because you don't have to tell us that you don't find women attractive or you're not attracted to women. You might not be attracted to women.
You just might. I've heard some people try to use, justification like, oh, I wasn't attracted to all women or all of everybody, but it was something about that person. Or actually, I think there's a term for that. I don't know which one it is, but there's a term for that one. I gotta look that up. You're putting too much justifications on stuff that it's very. Just come out and say it. Like, come on, we're not gonna keep going back and forth, tiptoeing. Like,
it's just bringing too much attention to what
that could be
bringing too much attention to it. Hey, Feisty. Hey, Feisty one. Please do what my sis said. Please like the videos on both our channels, please. We appreciate that. Hey, what you say, princess? I see lick and cat. That's all I saw. What have you do?
I mean.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. That's what I'm asking. So if you lick it, then that's make you that. Okay. Well, because I don't know. I don't know the how it goes. All I do know is that I think women are attractive. Does that mean I want to sleep with all the women? No. But I just feel like when Drew says I don't find women attractive. I'm like, or I'm not attracted to women. I'm like, girl, shut up. Now you talking to you. Now you're telling on yourself is what I was thinking. Telling on yourself. So, wait, sure. What you say? No, that does not mean that. No, because sure, I'm your baby mother, so I know you would know. So that does not mean if you lick the cat does not mean you're lesbian, or does that make you more lesbian because you lick the cat? Please elaborate a little bit. I want to know. I just want to know because I don't know. I want to be educated, so I don't know.
Somebody, then you're yes. If you were sexually attracted to somebody, then you are XYZ. So Drew, what right now then? Are you sexually attracted to women? Do you just find them cute? Like, what is it then? Because you're making it seem more than what it has to be when you could just keep it funky and keep it 1,000 and just say it. You're only dating women. Yes, exactly.
If you're only dating a woman, you're a lesbian. But if you like men and women, you're bisexual. But that don't play. It doesn't. I don't think that plays the same for men. Even though I think it does. I mean, if a man likes a man and he's still sleeping with women, I think he's bisexual. But Straight men will say, "Oh no, he gay." You're like, "Oh, okay, straight man, thanks."
I don't. It's
I'm
really
just saying that's just how it kind of goes. So
there's a
let's
double standard that exists that
right.
shouldn't. But
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to be politically correct. Faith
mhm.
Spicy says, so let's say Drew is interested in women, but is interested in coming out or exposing that about herself for whatever reason. Why is she getting pressed by everyone about her possible attraction? She's not getting pressed about her
About
attraction. It's what she says to try not to expose yourself. If you don't want to be exposed or you want to stay in the closet or you're not ready, don't bring so much attention to what you don't like or what you don't. It brings more attention. You saying I don't find women I'm not attracted. I'm not attracted to women. I get it, but if I'm not attracted to women, that's not something I need to say. I just that's not something I would say out my mouth to let you know that I'm straight. I would just let you know like I'm into the fun nigga. Like I would emphasize what I like and not talk about what I don't like. See the difference? Like when you like something, you talk about what you like. You don't pretty much tell people what you don't like when you're supposed to be talking about what you like. So for me, I felt like she was telling herself. So I don't know if everybody's coming after her, but I know this I agree with. But what I do know is, yeah, she's bringing too much attention to it, so it's making us question it more. Now let me see
Yeah.
what Shar says. If you're sexually attracted to both, that's bi. Okay, got you. Yeah, I agree with that. And I feel like in so many words she was trying to save that, but it came across like not so much.
I don't even know at this point. Like I know what I am at the end of the day, but like I don't. I'm just so lost with it because yeah, but that's because you're an ethical person. The
Yeah.
franchise doesn't operate on ethics usually. It operates on what can, keep me solidified for next season. I feel like
Exactly.
at this, yeah, it all comes back to, oh, well, you're not wanting to admit this or that is one thing, but because I feel as though you're lying on me or calling me a liar, I then have to feel as though I need to defend myself. And then I think it just morphed from there. And now everybody's like, hmm, because like you said, it's
Things that
like
make you
you're talking about what you do or you don't like over here, and it's just like just stick to what you like do it like just
I just feel like you should stick to what you like, and because I feel like it's bringing the attention differently, especially within this group. And this right here, Candy fixation on making her come out is nasty work, in my
yeah.
opinion.
I said that I wouldn't if I was Candy, knowing what happened some seasons ago and all that, given the nature of this. If
Back
I
up.
was her, I understand
Back
not wanting to
off.
be, huh?
I said you would if you were Candy, you would back off instead of
Yeah, just because I would
you would back off.
got like an inkling as soon as I would have got a whiff of this person's kind of backpedaling or if I felt any type of way about it, I would be like, yeah, let me just back on off of this because yes, if I keep pressing it, then it's going to come off weird or somebody's going to be like, oh, well, you didn't like it when such and such. Like, I probably would have backed a little bit off of it if I was Candy, but everybody's going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So,
What you say? I'm gonna hit a couple of these comments and then we gonna get back. Excuse me, ethical person. LOL. You love you, Barb. And then okay, I get it, Barb. No one wants to be accused of being a liar. We all feel the same, but how long is Candy going to go on and on about it? Because her last speak on it,
she's going to keep going at least for one more week because Courtney's about to be on there this week, so it's probably going to get brought up more this week, and then hopefully we'll hear about it.
And she gonna keep going on it because we don't know what happened at the reunion, and there's some things that will happen on in the reunion. But then again, don't forget the fact that Drew keeps coming for Candy, especially when we gonna get to it when she talking about her if it ain't what she say, if it ain't what the, not talking about hot dog, I wrote it down, whatever station, if it ain't that or above. I said, girl, you talking big smack now that you ain't, that you already filmed the movie, you talking big trash about what you ain't gonna do. And if it ain't not Hallmark, what the channel, I was like, now you going too far, Drew. Dang, you be going too far.
Lifetime? Oh yeah, I don't really. On one hand, I was trying to understand what she was saying. On the other hand, it was giving shade again, like we said before. Because on the other hand, I'm like, okay, I understand it can maybe be a little odd for some people to be like, okay, I'm filming in your bed. That's where I'm not going to say wearing your panties, but I'm filming in your bed. I'm freaking in your bathroom. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I can see how that could be a little weird. And that's why I said what I said before, where it's like, I know, like, I get it. You try to save a little bit of a coin. But out of all the locations, doesn't she have the guest house wouldn't have worked? She couldn't borrow anybody else's house for a couple of days. And
how many bedrooms is in Candy house where she couldn't use Candy's bedroom? I just feel like there's more than
like that would be more work too, because Candy lives in her house. Like her house is lived in, but obviously for a movie, I don't think well, maybe whatever. You can tell a set from somebody's real house sometimes, and I just feel like they could have picked anybody. You couldn't have gone to Manietta's house. I don't know, like somebody's summer house, like a beach house. I don't know.
This is true, Feisty. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. But here's the thing, like I was gonna say
recently, in real life, and
that's what she said. Because going back to
on it.
She said, right. She was talking about sleep, then she goes to that, which is not rent a bed, rent a spoons, rent a bed, doggone it, rent a bed.
Furnish Airbnb.
And then this part, we already talked about this right here. He couldn't even get a generator, so we already know he frugal as hell. The man is frugal. He frugal.
I'm trying to tell you.
But okay, I'm sorry. Let me get to my thing. I told y'all Drew was acting her behind all that, she was talking about she's not attracted to women, but she was, trying to get herself in the mindset, of the word. I feel like, in my opinion, Drew was trying to minimize the sex scenes by saying it was really a lot of technical things going on and choreographing and things like that. So I was like, there she go. And to me, Feisty, my sis, I feel like she's over talking when she don't need to. I feel like she's trying to show us, look, y'all, I'm not gay because look, it's technicals, it's this, that. Oh, it's cameraman, it's this, and they make sounds. And they're, she's like minimizing her acting skills on what's going on when she could clearly just be like, y'all gonna tell about my acting skills. Never mind what's my personal life. Never mind if I kissed a girl and I liked it. None of that is really relevant to me. For me, just go do your job, let them speculate, and I'll say nothing. Not in the confessional. It's none of them dang on business. And keep it pushing. That's just, that's my opinion. Anything else on that one? Because we'll move on to Marlo and her foster care Friday.
No, wait. You mention this was the part with Ralph too, right? Or
no, we haven't got there yet. Yet.
Oh yeah. That was different. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with this.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't got there yet. Cause they go back and forth in scenes.
Day 5, day 6.
We can be talking about one thing and it'll run into the next scene way over there.
Yeah,
down over there, it's gonna run over there. So Marlo has her event for her foster care Friday, honoring successful men and women that were brought up in foster care. She was a little disappointed that all the girls didn't show up. Sanya and Courtney did. Scotty showed up. She was happy to see him. The foster care ribbon color is blue, so she had everybody join her in blue, which I thought was really nice. I like the different shades of blue. Don't give people too much of a task when it gotta be royal blue, or it gotta be just blue, shade of blue. Great. And so Sheree ended up showing up, and they always like, you made it, ooh, girl, because I was about to cut you out if you didn't. That's what Marlo said to Sheree. So Sheree just came to support Marlo, and of course, Marlo was extremely happy, and that's kind of cool to see. The foster care system really work, because we hear many sad, sad, sad stories on foster care, and to see so many success stories, people that own their own businesses, down to teachers and all that good stuff. It was really, I feel like that's Marlo's sweet spot. That's Marlo's sweet spot. She needs to stay right up in there. Keep talking about your foster care and all of that, because that brings the best out of her. I feel like the labels and things don't even mean anything to her. Her mental status is just different when she's mentoring and just giving accolades to people that deserve it. So I like to see her in that element. Anything you want to speak about that, sister?
No, yeah, I'd much rather appreciate seeing that from her than other stuff, because it actually substantiates her, like, as a person, like, on the show, versus everything else. The ratio is off. Like, we're getting 20% foster care and stuff versus 80% BS and being like a tyrant every other episode. Like, we need to switch the two. I'd rather see 80% of her and her initiatives over here versus 20% BS. Like, please switch that around by next season. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, so what you're saying is basically, you're saying, come on with 65% of this, what we're talking about, and then 35% of your BS and your reality junkie crazy crap.
Yeah, I think that we would all feel a lot better about her being a peach holder if she would do that. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, and hopefully, she wants to keep her peach. Nene, I don't know if Nene pumped her head up. Hopefully she didn't. Hopefully she didn't hear or take that to heart when Nene clearly was trying to shade everybody else and talking about, yeah, I've heard Marlo is bringing it this year. I'm like, no. Why don't you watch it instead of talking about what you think or what you heard? Because she's not bringing nothing.
She had a couple good one-liners, like a couple, like maybe two. And yeah, this episode, seeing that was really nice. I even would have liked a whole episode dedicated more to that. At least one, not just like a snippet, because when she recognized the one man and said that he had been in 30 different foster homes, that like gave me chills. So like I just
say that was a lot. 30, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, but that's when you can say you can't say things can't happen, or never say never, or give up, or even with Tyler Perry, was homeless, slept in his car. Steve Harvey, same thing. Look at where these people came from. So yeah, it's crazy. Fuzzy says, my mom was a foster child and a foster parent. The public needs to see foster families that care for the children and how so many foster kids grow and lead successful lives. That's a word. That's what I'm saying. I love that. I just got a new client, and she has 2 special needs kids, and she is excellent with them. And it's not about a check for her. And the stuff that I've seen, I might have to do a live on that. I'm gonna have to interview her and the stuff that happened with the real mom and what happened. And The story was, oh my gosh. But I said it to say there are good foster parents out there that put the kids first, not just the check first or the money that you're going to receive for these kids. So, we did talk about Sammy and the pregnancy and stuff again. So I don't know, maybe my thing was I think it knocked itself down. Give me a sec. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we back at. All right, so now we go back to Sheree's house. For everyone is getting ready for Mecca sipping tea. Sonia was the first to arrive to give the Glamma support, extra support. Marlo won't be attending because a couple of her friends' grandmother had transitioned, so she wanted to give them, go support to her for her childhood friend. And so then they jump over. It's day 6 of filming the past. Drew is in the trailer going over her lines with Danny, who is her assistant, and then Drew is on her lines, and she tells the assistant that she won't be doing films unless it's Lifetime or above because she was uncomfortable being in Candy and Todd's house, even in their bed. I think it was shady to say, but it's just me. Ralph pays her a visit, and which is weird because she gets. She's such a good actress. Let's just say that. She's such a good doggone actress. She acts during reality show, and that's weird. Reality show don't have no script.
Oh my God, baby! What? I was so confused.
Girl, you both. When she says that, I'm like, baby. You say baby a lot.
Ralph, and I don't know who Ralph was trying to body shame, but I hope that him and dude have a good enough relationship to where that's ha ha he funny. Because when he said
that wasn't.
He's up out of there or whatever, he would have, it wouldn't we would have been rocking that trailer back and forth because we would have been tussling in there. So I don't know who he thought he was talking to.
When your wife says Ralph, like, I don't know who Ralph think he is either. Boy, you are not that cute. You are right. You don't look that tall. You got a pointy head. So, boy, sit yourself down. Sit down. Don't try to disrespect that dude and you're going to kind of laugh it off. You should have been like, little man, shut up before I sit on you.
My face would have been just like this.
Yeah. Don't do that. That was not cute. Look at this. So I looked at the TV like, huh? What'd she say that? Honey. Drew says to Ralph that when she got home, somewhere around 3 in the morning, he was asleep. But when she got up, he was gone. Ralph tells her, ain't nothing open at 3 in the morning but streetwalkers. Drew chuckles and says, and the people that's filming movies. I feel like he was trying to accuse her of something. Did y'all feel that way? Because I know the hell first of all, stop talking to me like that. Who you think you talking to, bruh? What you mean only thing that's out at 3 in the morning is streetwalkers? Bro, I'm working. And if you so concerned, I'm sure Drew's sister or mom probably could have been at the house. Why you ain't there with your wife to make sure she good? Huh? I'm listening, bruh. You so worried about her being out at 3 in the morning. Did you check to see what time she was going to be done filming? Did you check to see? Did she need a way home? Did you see any of that? Did you even ask her? Of course you didn't, because you were too busy going to Tampa, moving around to do nonsense. Okay? The heck are you talking about? Don't make a lick of sense. He made me so mad when he said it to her, because that's passive aggressive. That's that bull. You talking about ain't nothing open, but ain't nobody moving around but streetwalkers. Really? Are you calling your wife a streetwalker, sir? So anyway, Drew feels like Ralph. So I feel like he was accusing her of something. Drew feels like Ralph only asked about the kissing scene. He asked if she slipped her some tongue. Drew is telling Ralph this is her profession, and he's a professional. While he's in the confessional, he said that Drew interferes. Drew working right now is interfering with the housework, or him spending time for her, bruh, basically spending time. Bruh, she got 10 days of filming.
I was so mad.
10 days. You can't help your wife out who's about to bring on the bread and the butter. She bringing on some money, right? But you got 10 days. That's less than 2 weeks, sir.
It's really probably only like six working days for him or something like that anyway, because 10 days, it's consecutive 10 days. Some of those fall on a weekend, or some of those fall on your off day. Don't play with me. Like, it's not that big of a deal. He's on that whole, he's probably the type of person that calls it babysitting when he's watching his own kids. Like, I can't stand people like that. Oh my goodness. Like, that's the most unattractive. That's such an unattractive. And because Drew had already had Josiah or whatever, I feel like she should have seen that about him from there and been like, yeah, you were not good to procreate with, because why are you making such an inconvenience? Because we are both working. I'm pretty sure when they got together, she was doing something.
She was already an actress when you met her. She's been acting since she was a kid. So stop.
Like, you knew that she, at some point, whether she was filming right at that moment or not, that's her occupation, and that being a career that sometimes work hours are sporadic and all that, you should have known then, like, I might need to step up a little bit more around the house. But at those points in time, I might need to go and do the school drop-offs a little bit more around that time. Like, why is this a surprise? Like, why is this even they're married, what, 9 years, 8, however many? Why is this even a conversation at this point? Like, it should be in a no. Like, I shouldn't even have to ask, oh, honey, I'm going to be gone. So you're going to, like, it's, hey, I got this gig. We're going to have to figure out the scheduling, but I'm going to be gone. So we got to figure it out. That's what it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been anything more than that.
It could have been. Like I said, 10 days. Like you said, it could have been 6 good days for him. And you act like acting don't take time. It's not a 9 to 5.
And he's available to film this show all the time and be front stage, and he's available to be on her freaking album EP cover or whatever. You're available for all those types of things. You're available to go.
You in trouble when my sister's holding her microphone. You in trouble when my sister's holding her microphone.
I'm not really understanding why it was such an inconvenience for you now that she's doing something that has nothing to do with you. It's such an issue all of a sudden because you're not involved and you got to watch the kids. Like, bye. And I don't even have kids.
Just because he thought this was a video and he thought he was going to be her lead man. So he was like, oh, okay.
If Todd would have gave him a
back to that, I just got to show the laughter.
Or something, or he could have been the delivery man or something. I'm sure that he would have.
He wants to.
Been like, okay, cool, I can watch the kids then.
He wants to. He wants to. That's what he does. He just wants to be. He wants to be Drew.
Exactly.
He wants to be his wife. He wants to be the actor. That was funny when Candy said that about Todd, though. She said, next you're going to want to be an actor. I said, I cannot.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the movie just because we've obviously been talking about it. So I need to just see what it's about, what it's giving. But
yeah, what did he do when TLC was a Lifetime movie? So that's probably why she said that.
Yeah, she knows that she couldn't drop it below. She can't drop below that point. So
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that was like her minimum, I think.
well, for me, I feel like this is gonna be the first of many of Todd and Candy Tucker's movies. Can't wait to even see what they even call their production company and stuff. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
watch if I can
So
give everybody, because I'm gonna give them a watch, but just I'm skeptical. I'm coming in skeptical. I'm gonna just say that because given the background information we know, the bar is high.
okay, so Ralph finds out the extra on her lifetime. Right, Q. Can he? Can he? Because she's not doing anything less. So maybe. So Ralph finds out that during the scene, Drew will get her box 8, and he says he wants to watch it. Drew's uncomfortable, and she wants Ralph to respect and take her job serious. Take what she does serious as an actress. Ralph says to Drew, "Oh, she was munching." He's so disrespectful. He's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. It's so annoying. Drew gives him a weird face, and then he asks her, "Did she have an orgasm?" Boy, I don't even know what I would have said to him. I probably would have told him, "Yeah, better than the one you ever gave me."
Honestly, though, I feel like too she was more offended by it because I feel like she wouldn't have been as offended if they weren't going through what they were going through, or she didn't have some type of suspicion that he was maybe creeping or doing something or whatever. Like if he wasn't who he was, I feel like I don't know if that's making sense. I feel like she wouldn't have been so like put off by it. But because it's him and she knows that maybe he might be creeping and sneaking and doing something, and I don't know. He's just a suspicious person. That I'm more put off by it because it's like what you want to see that for. Like, is it because you want to? Are you looking at the other person? Or are you looking at like I don't know. I don't know.
It's
It made
just
me. Mm-mm.
you gave him the side eyes, what she was doing, basically. Hey, Vet.
I gave her.
Hey,
How are you today?
mm-hmm.
I gave her the side, like I gave them both the side eye in this moment because it's just like, are you just thrown off because you think that he wants to see that because he wants to see somebody else? Like, I don't know. Which should be understandable. I'm not trying to knock her at all if that's how she was feeling or taking it. But I just feel like when you're already like on a rocky, crumbling foundation, you don't want anything. You're going to be kind of hypersensitive to anything that the other person does, or that can be misconstrued and taken like the opposite way, if that makes sense. So
No, it makes sense. No, it makes sense what you said. For me, like I said, the way she made it tell us that she ain't even talked about the movie to him. He hasn't asked anything about the movie, but he gets into her trailer and they talk about the movie. Because remember, she said she only gave him a roundabout, pretty much of what the movie was going to entail. She never really gave him a big thing, and he never really asked her because he's so intrigued about her sex scenes and wanting to be there and all that good stuff. And at the wedding, I mean, if the marriage was good, I feel like she would want him to be there because she could have been looking at her husband the whole time and making way more sounds looking at him or turning him on. Like him, if I'm not going to give him a threesome, at least he can see me down and he can, in the back of his mind, and that's he has in it's now he has a visual that you think about, if I don't, because she's not attracted to women. So
yeah, that would have been totally different. I feel like if they were in a better place or something.
Right.
Like it's just like a threesome. Like you're not going to probably want to have a threesome, or you're going to look at your partner weird if they're asking you for a threesome if you're already thinking that they're cheating on you, versus if you guys are totally good and then they're like, hey, why don't we do a threesome? You're like, okay, cool, like fine, whatever. Totally different.
Right.
But you can never understand where he's coming from with it. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't. He just gets on my nerve. He just everything that he does. I just feels like it's out for Ralph. It's if it don't make Ralph happy, then it shouldn't be. If it doesn't include him, or you're not putting him on a pedestal somewhere, he's not into it. Supposedly, he used the word munching as a dig. Apparently, it's the word me.
See, that's what I'm saying. So,
okay. Makes so much sense. Makes so much sense. Cause did y'all look at the way he was looking at his wife when he was talking to her? Did y'all see the condescending face that he was giving her? Like she was munching, and then the look that was on his face. I was like so disturbed. I was like, bruh, hurry up and divorce that dude. All right, back at the Glamma Extravaganza, also known as Mecca Sipping Sea. Or that's what I put. Everyone is showing up. They're in their nude. I'm sorry. Because I be talking into my thing, my friend name is Shamila. So it said you find out Shamila knows, but it's not. It's I don't know what it got my girlfriend's name right here, and it's just so funny. You find out Shamila knows. No, it's Shamia. Okay, it's Shamia. But my phone knows my girlfriend's name Shamila, so it changed Shamia's name to Shamila. So we find out Shamia knows Courtney, y'all. Somebody knows Courtney.
So Courtney is not a random that popped up in Atlanta. She actually knows someone that is a credible source as far as we know. So we're good.
Just simply thank you for joining us, my love. How are you? Hope everything is good with you. My thing's lagging so much. I'm like when I put the things up on there, and then it won't pull up. It's highlighted on my thing, but it's having mind of its own. But anyway, so yeah, I said. So Shamia knows Courtney. Asks about her daughter. Courtney says her daughter is 24 and doing good. Like, oh my God, can you believe my daughter's 24? To Shamia, and yeah, she doesn't look like she has a 24-year-old, I guess.
Wait, you forgot the part when Candy was like, "Oh, you got your hair."
Somebody does know. Oh, that's right. She said
she always had a hat on.
Said, "Oh, you showed up with no hat on." And she said, "Huh?" She said, "Every time I see you have a hat on, I thought something was wrong with your hair." She said, "No, I got edges."
Hey, you can never be too, like you can never be too sure.
You're right. I did write that down because I was
after seeing certain people's feet, I'm like, now I'm skeptical if they're always in shoes. Now I'm like, closed toe shoes. I'm looking at you like,
could be. Candy, like I said, Candy in her confessional says somebody finally knows Courtney, which was funny. Bob comes in. Girl, Bob comes in weird like always, has a hot pink suit on. No, he has on it's pink. I guess the whole family is wearing pink. Sheree finally is dressed in her hot pink sequence gown. Her and Bob takes pictures. Martell walks in at that specific moment. Stupid Bob asks can he touch Sheree and touches her on her stomach as if she's the pregnant woman. She's like, stop doing that. And so, like I said, Martell walks in. Sheree's like, come over, come take a picture with me. They take a picture, and she's like, where you been at? Why you late? I said, here you go. You just always gotta show your insecurity. And if you're gonna do it like that, you gotta be tactful with Martell. You don't why you late or whatever. You say something like, shit, you almost missed the party.
Mm-hmm.
You say something to that effect. You don't it's almost like you want to question why was he late, but you ain't got the balls to, so you really
Yeah,
didn't do
she wanted him there early. Actually, probably she probably wanted him to walk
there
out
when
with her.
Samuel was there. When Samuel
Yeah,
was there.
who was there 16 hours earlier? Yeah, she probably wanted him there, uh, acting like he was the man of the house or something. Yeah, you put that there. That goes there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What?
Right.
Bye.
Right. So Martell walks over there and takes that picture. Well, before he even walk over there to take that picture, him and Bob do a weird ass exchange. So what I put on here, let me read my words because it was funny what I said. So this was Martell and Bob's first time meeting. Of course, it was awkward for a couple reasons. Bob is so much bigger than Martell. When he chest bumped him, he had to stoop way low and kept that pushing. He was like boom and move. It was almost like he bumped him so hard he wanted to bump him out the damn scene, and then kept it walking. Martell Martell didn't get even a chance to. When he got bumped in the chest, boom, he was trying to look up and give eye contact. Bob was already gone trying to watch the football game or something.
Oh, I
Because
didn't.
Bob is weird. Bob is weird. Like, I don't know. Bob
The
just
whole assortment of people there was weird for me. Like
right
I,
you seen it? You seen it, right? I
I
see my
gotta look
sister.
back.
Oh my God, I have pictures. I'm so mad because if I would have known, I would have pushed our thing back just a little bit more, and then I would have put our pictures up. But because I did take the pictures, but he bumped him, so it was like, he he addressed him as if they knew each other. And when you are around somebody you just met, that's your ex-wife's new beau or friend boy, it's different because it's like, hey man, how you doing? Always good to see you. Nice to meet you. There was none of that. And I was just like, dang, Bob. Not that you still love Sheree because you dogged her out. So it ain't like, oh, you love her. Oh, you love, it's not that. It's just this a common respect, man on man. You a man, I'm a man. I'm the new man, you the old man. Let's have a respect for one another. My older kid's father and my husband got a cool rapport. Wasn't like that when they first met, of course not. But when they finally got it together, when we finally got it together, I feel like my husband talked more to my ex than I did. If I have a problem or I need to talk to him, he will call him for me because I'm gonna get emotional. I'm gonna get mad. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, this is how it is. This is what's going on, and this is how Lynn feels about it, and this is gonna be what it's gonna be." But for the most part, I feel like Bob blew him up so bad. But I feel like maybe Bob knows that man ain't no good, ain't got no time, man. Please.
But honestly, I don't even think it was that.
Maybe this is true. Q said seems like they spoke before that to me. Okay, because the way that chest bump, ain't that a chest bump where you chest bump and keep it pushing? Like we acknowledge each other and then we keep going. That's not an acknowledgement like that's the first time y'all met. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it was a little
because they probably met before doing the same things because at the end of the day, they're probably cut from the same cloth. They are both seemingly serial cheaters that ain't worth a dang. So honestly, it was probably two I see you, you see me. We we both know how each other gets down. Bad blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
honestly because they both
Okay, so to the next scene, which was Drew pulls up and she calls Candy and tells Candy that there's someone in the party that assaulted her. We find out that it's Anthony, which was Drew's ex-assistant, also Sheree's ex-assistant, and that he's lied on both of these ladies to each other, right? Right. So Sheree No, I'm sorry. So Drew, I said he lied on Sheree and Andrew. Kenny comes outside to talk to Drew with Manetta. Drew tells them that Anthony happened to be at they happened to be out at the same place. Come to find out, it was at Lanithia's lounge, because I found that out when Jamie Destiny was on Speak on It. She said, she went in depth a little bit more and found out it was at Lanithia's lounge, and that Drew says that she was dancing. She had her high heels propped up in the VIP section, and he tossed threw her shoe at her. And the police were called out. It was a big to-do. It was very much a lot of drama. Candy says she's going to go back inside and tell Sheree that Drew's not coming in, or, that she doesn't feel comfortable with coming in. Now, before I move on, well, anyway, she doesn't feel comfortable with coming in. It's about, okay, I'll leave it right there because I'm about to go into the baby's about to come out, but it's already been like I think they're like 3 hours in.
You know how many questionable people were there? First of all, I seen Apollo, Bob was there. We know Martell is just Martell.
Lisa Wu was there. I took pictures of all of them. I took pictures of all of them.
But like, Sheree keeps a flock of questionable people around her. So I wasn't, and the fact that yes, honestly, and y'all probably gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. At this point, she might as well go get back with Bob, because like, why is he here if this is the person that you've had, physical altercations with, who's done you dirty, popping up with kids that you don't know nothing about, all these things, and you still are like, we gotta be co-grandparents. Like, no, like I don't.
Paul.
You want him around so bad, then you go ahead and you just be with him, because I'm confused at this point. We would have nothing to talk about. And furthermore, as it pertains to Anthony, I mean, honestly, like, I kind of forgot about that whole thing, but it's like Drew, when she's like, oh, just so hurt, because we're supposed to be building a friendship, and I'm like, girl, I don't even think it really had anything to do with you. This is about Sheree at the end of the day. She did this because she's a person that is okay with continuously opening the door on people that dog her out, especially if they have a penis, it seems like. So I wasn't surprised by that. And I mean, if Drew didn't feel comfortable, she didn't feel comfortable. I'm never gonna tell anybody they need to stay anywhere that they're not comfortable in. But I feel Candy was probably me. Like, I would have been like, now how I get like, oh, now I gotta go be the messenger and go tell this person that you being dramatic. Like, oh gosh, where is this even going?
I don't know if it's dramatic though. I don't know if it's dramatic, because let me tell you something. Drew better than me. I'm gonna tell you right now. I saw Anthony walk into that party, and I was invited to this party. I'm going in the party.
I'm never not going in the party. Like, that's not.
I'm going in the party. Not only am I going to the party, I'm going in the party and have a good time. And I'm a dare your blonde ass to say something to me. I'm a dare you. And this is
was Ralph with her. Ralph must not have been like that.
Ralph. I don't
there though, because you know how he went to
no. He wasn't there.
You know how he went to Todd? You know how he went to Ross's party in the beginning without Drew when she was with her dad? I wonder, I just say that because I'm like, I wonder if he was there. He must have not been there, because I feel like she would have left and he probably would have threw her keys and be like, all right, I'll see you when I get home. Like, I feel like that's
what. Let me tell you something, Barb. If one of our husbands, let me tell you something. If one of our husbands was there when I pulled up, and let me tell you, I pulled up because I don't know if Ralph was with her when she had the altercation with him when the police was called. But let me tell you, if I pull up, I see Anthony walking, and I'm with my husband, not only are we walking in, we about to be on a wish factor. I wish he would do something and say something to me.
That just shows like a weird disconnect in their marriage, because I'm like, this shouldn't even, like, as soon as I say that a man through anything, like as soon as I say those words, like it wouldn't even got to this point, because we would have already him and that man would have already resolved this last year or whatever. So I'm confused as to even, like, this wouldn't even been like this to have me out there like, oh, I need to go home, because like, no, I would have gone in there. And then two, yeah, even if he didn't see him, and we both got there, then yeah, we would have both went in, and he probably would have turned into something there. Or if I would have pulled up and I'd be like, oh, guess who's here? And then he would have heard skirt coming around the corner. Like this whole dynamic was weird to me. Like,
first of all,
like,
sister, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm driving and I seen him pull up and driving, I probably would have told my driver, almost run him over. Like pull up on him and almost make him think you about to run him over. Like you think you laughing, I'm dead ass serious. I'm so serious. I would have made that he'd have been jumping and all kind. I would never, not ever. I don't like the word never. So I'm gonna knock on some wood. I would not ever had not gone in there with or without my husband. There's camera crews around, and we're gonna get to why I know now why she didn't walk in, because it makes more sense when we dive back in. Even though us women, we all we would have smooth walked in, we would have I would have ignored him like he didn't, like I would have never even seen him. Mm-hmm. He would have wished I would have talked to him. Like I would have never ever. I would have ignored him so tough. I'd have talked to everybody as loud as hey girl. I'd have been talking as loud as I could. I mean, right by him. I'm talking about announcing everything I say. Hey, Mecca, baby, I'd have been in there like the loudest person in there. I am not scared of nobody, especially no man.
Wait, you say hey, Mecca?
Huh? I would have been talking high. I'd have been yelling every time I talk. He would have heard me through the whole house because I'd have been talking so loud. And let us know that I'm here and you don't scare nobody. You're not putting no fear in my heart. I don't care if my husband wasn't there. You're not putting up my heart. But we're gonna get to why I understand why it makes more sense now. But we're gonna get to it. Let me get to. Okay. So, Sheree. Hold on. Gotta go down a little bit on my notes. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. While I'm looking to make sure that I don't miss something, please make sure you like our video. Please subscribe. Playback Game, we appreciate you. Please leave us a comment in our down below in both of our things, because that puts us in our algorithms as well. So please. Okay.
Been in this situation though is I said the person I would have been in this situation though is definitely, we didn't talk about it, but I just remembered when Kenya pulled up and she was like, oh, who are you? And she was like, Kenya Moore, you should know, who I am. Like, yes, that's me.
Yes and no. That baby would look young. And if she's not into reality TV, that's the only way we know you, babe. Like, no, everything. Yeah. Like Kenya became more famous. I'm saying as a young person, not somebody my age. I said somebody young, unless they're watching reality TV, they would not know who Kenya is like that. It's no shade to Kenya. I'm saying there's just way more things that's going on in the world other than Kenya. Though.
They're on the show, though.
No. You're right.
You're on this show, so it would behoove you, and that just shows how Sheree is always on some BS, because you would think that she would tell, like, okay, these are the people that you definitely you should know, and blah blah blah. Like that's just a part of just business, I guess. But I mean,
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Sure, I can never do too much.
So y'all, it's 2 hours later. Like SpongeBob says.
For real.
And the people still have not met Mecca, but she's about to make her debut, but not before the Glamma Sheree makes her entrance. I said, girl, if you don't go sit yourself down, Sheree, she got me sweating. That's how much I'm irritated with this girl. Glamma, this is why I go by Granny. I'm not a Glamma. As fine as I am, and best believe I think I'm fine. Because if I don't, nobody else is going to believe it. So yes, I am a fine granny. You hear me? But I'm a granny. My grandbabies call me granny. You know why? Because I call my granny granny. I don't want to be your grandma. I'm not trying to do none of that. These grandmas got it twisted. That's their problem. Glammed up. You were supposed to be, you can be fine as all get out and be a granny, but come on, man. Stop with the I'm gonna use my granddaughter for clout now. You gonna use your granddaughter for clout, bro?
God, I
don't get it. I don't get it. How you use your granddaughter for clout? I don't get it. So the Glamma came out, made her grand entrance, said hello to everyone, and gathered them to go into another room so she can bring out the grandbaby finally. Producers asked why Sheree invited Anthony. She says that he was the person responsible for introducing her and Martell. Do we believe that, people? You better tell them, sister. You better tell these babies that you know this granny right here is not only fine, she get better with time. Period. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all, this is what the cuties look like. This is what I like to see in my chat. Y'all hear me? I like to see these cuties in my chat. Bar likes to see pink hearts. Pink hearts. The double pink heart. The heart that swirls around. The heart with the shiny gold in it. The heart with the wraparound yellow. And you can throw a big world on the top of it, on the side of it as well. That's what we like. My sis, Barbie World is pink and worldly. You got it? And me, I'm a California cutie, and I like those tangerine cuties in my chat. Appreciate you, cute. Always. Thank you. And I appreciate that. I do feel fine. I do feel good. I don't want to be called a grandma. I want to be called a granny. Period. Okay. Go ahead, sis.
That's normal. I don't really understand I don't even. The event was over. I know it was over the top, but honestly, I can't be mad at that because I'm just an extra person in all aspects of my life. So if I had the money for it, and this is my first grandchild, who knows? I probably would at times 20.
It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was over the top. It was bomb.
The balloon arch, like
oh my
God. Outside, like,
oh my God, I got pictures of all that. That makes me just want to put it all my pictures. I took pictures of the outside. I took pictures of so much stuff, and I was just like, my sister got to hurry up. So if I have the pictures, that makes us discuss it a little longer. So I did not. This is what I'm looking for. Y'all see, Q. She feels the assignment. She knows the assignment. It's like Sheree was saying. She knows the assignment. Y'all see what it looks like? There was the heart. You see the 2 hearts. You see the swirly hearts. You see the hearts with the pop yellow. You see that yellow with the around the heart, and then you see the world. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. And here go my other sis. Come on, Yvette. Show them what to do. Show them what to do. Show them what to do. See, y'all see them cuties? That's all I'm saying. This is what we like. Interaction. You want to show some love? You throw the hearts in the world up for my Barb, and you throw the cuties in your chat for me. That's it. That's all. I appreciate you guys showing out. I do. I really appreciate it. So yeah, y'all, getting back. Cause like I said, we're like they asked about Martell in the Anthony situation. So I guess and since Sheree is trying to say, you know, she was gonna invite Anthony because she feels like he's responsible, you know, for he's responsible for them meeting. So Candy tells Sheree that Drew isn't coming in because of both of their older sister Anthony. Anthony is
Mm-hmm.
standing like there, right here. He's right here, and he's already on my last nerve. Anthony, he opens his mouth and gets the same and okay, what I say? He opens his mouth and gets ain't nobody. Oh, this is what he scores. Ain't nobody worried about why back body Drew, and he says that the only reason he threw the shoe at her is because she tried to throw her he didn't say bum, but probably her cheap bag at him. So
Yep.
that right there changes the schematics of things right there. When he
Mm.
said that, I was like, okay, that would make more sense because I'm thinking to myself, why how does he even know those are your shoes to throw them at you? Man, come on, vet.
If
Come
I knew that okay, no, not me, but if I was someone else and I knew that I caused and I added something negative to the situation as well, and I was also to blame or whatever, yeah, I probably won't come
right.
in either. That's just that's just human behavior 101. So I guess we'll never truly know, but it's giving why this should have never even got to this point. Like I don't even understand why
The
that's
message
totally
didn't messy.
happened.
It didn't need to be this messy. It really didn't need to. I feel like thank you, Yvette. I love that. I love that so much for real, for real. I love it so much. Um, I in this moment, and I didn't even know Anthony but when he was
Me
talking
neither. Like I was
and
like,
like he said he was looking for a moment, and it was just like you leave a bad taste in our mouth. Like if you're trying to get on the show or have your little 5 minute, 2 minutes of fame, I just feel like you could have did it better. There's a way better way to do it. Um, Especially coming at her co-workers with it. It was just like, thank you. Your fave is in here. Say hi to Nani.
Hi, Bar.
Come say hi, Nani. Come say hi. You looking, baby. Come say hi.
Like,
Just come say hi real quick. Just stick your head real quick. Right here. I promise you. Just go
I
like,
like such a mom.
oh, baby, just look.
I love her. Oh
See? Oh my God. My sisters, they all got their favorite. It's the funniest thing. Barb's favorite is Nani. Nola's favorite is my youngest. It's the cutest thing. And then like you know my sister Proud Princess, I love her kids. I love those kids. It's the best. We are a whole village for real, for real. Get back. Get back. I just wanted you to see your baby.
my God. We didn't even get to the best part yet. Like
Not at all. Not at all. I don't like him either because I feel like he's looking for a moment. And you can look for a moment, but at your own expense. Don't do it at the expense of somebody else.
I'm with Yvette on this one.
Right? What would he say? Let me see. Here we go.
Oh, Anthony's annoying and thirsty.
My thing is laggy, but
That's why Sheree. Well, I wanted to read it in case anyone's just listening and, and not. Anthony is annoying,
read it.
but I think he knows Drew and Sheree's tea. That's why Sheree keeps him close. Yes, because she's been around the block a couple times on this show, and she knows how she knows everything about skeletons in closets. So I could definitely see that. I can definitely see that.
You
because
said a word.
that's the missing
That,
piece. Yeah.
oh my God, that is so true. I didn't think about that. He knows both of their tea, and Sheree just can't afford for her tea to get spilled. And Drew, on the other hand, is like, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna probably tell my tea before you kill it. So, let me see. So he said the why by Drew thing, and he said that she tried to throw her back at him first, and that he don't hurt women, he loved women. That's what he told Candy, and I was like,
It was like, yeah, everything was like so theatrical. Like, relax. Like, why are we? Because I
I
don't
need
think
people to understand that I don't need y'all to love all the women.
I'm okay with getting
my
people
gay
not.
friends.
I don't
You
want
don't have
certain
to
people.
love all of us. Yeah,
All love is not good love. I'm good.
yeah. Y'all don't have to do that. I'm okay with you saying, there's some women that get on my nerve. They act like bees, whatever the case may be. But when you throw a broad paint brush and say, I love women, and I feel like you're lying, because
You wouldn't have said the thing that you said in the beginning where you said, I didn't catch it, but I think someone, was it Q? I think said in the chat, and you just said it, that he low-key body shamed her. He said he started off his whole
he started off with wide body. Thank you, Dave.
which
He started off with wide body.
That about her too, because it, I was really like a Drew stan last week. I meant to text you. I didn't even text you. Because I think I was getting my hair done, and Sean Paul and Keisha Cole, Give It Up to Me came on, and I was like, is that Drew? And she was killing it, and I'm just like, I want that
video. Oh wow.
She was in it, and maybe that, I don't know. But I was just like, I want that Drew back. I want that Drew back. But and at the same time, people age. Sometimes you put on some weight. You have kids. You put on some, like, your body changes as you get older. So everybody trying to make it seem like she has some type of body issue. Like, just save it. Like, I don't see anything wrong with her body. Like, she has a regular body. Like,
I'm done with your sister. I'm done with the royal one right here.
He might have.
I'm done with this. The royal one. I need you to not.
He might have. I'm not even. I'm what?
Oh my gosh! What I do know is, I love me some gay men. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm starting to even be attracted. Well, I'm even starting. I have been attracted to gay men, and I say that to say that I think a lot of gay men are attractive. I really do. I mean, like, now, but I'm married, so it doesn't matter what I think. Like, as far as, like, I'm not gonna have sex with them or try to change them or none of that. But what I am saying is, I don't like gay men that clout chase, looking for their 5 minutes of fame, and it changes the schematics of how I look at. You can't link all the gays together, gay men. You can't link all the lesbians together. You just can't do that. And hey, I'm just saying, I have been. Matter of fact, my last boss, not my last job, but one of my last jobs at Hallmark, not only was my manager gay, he had the same last name as my husband. His name was Damon. So his name was Damon, and that's my work husband. But when I tell you, and to this day, we're still friends. I worked there in 2012. But I said it to say, it's so attractive. I went out with him. We went to the Abbey, to the gay bars. We went to WeHo, which is West Hollywood. For y'all don't know, WeHo is where all the gays hang out. I've been over there, hung out, had a great time. So I'm not homophobic at all. And like I'm just saying, I am attracted to. I think there are a lot of attractive gay men that look good, smell good, don't play for my team, but still be like, bro, look, bro, you attractive. That's why I'm mad at, not even mad, but why it disappoints me with Drew when she says, I'm not attracted to women. I'm not attractive to women, but I think women are beautiful. Like,
people that are well groomed, that like what you
love pretty things. We love pretty things, and I do. I love pretty things, and I don't care if it's in a male body or a female body, a hermaphrodite's body. I don't care what it says.
If I was not married tomorrow, I probably would be with a woman. I probably would be. I feel like
You sound like my daughter. You sound like my oldest daughter, not the one, not your favorite, but my oldest. Like I admire my oldest so much for that reason because she's bisexual. She's so bomb. I love that for her that she don't tell. She's like, don't put me in a box. Don't label me. I'm not lesbian. I'm not bisexual. I'm not none of that. I'm just me, and I love that. So I just feel like you should love who you like. You should be attracted to who you want to be attracted to. It should not bother whomever if the gay men or you're not out causing just you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can come out whenever you want to. You'll be fine. Ain't nobody.
So, and if you're watching this on the playback, like that's the point that we was trying to make. It was never to be like, oh, well, Drew, something's there, so you need to tell us. You owe that to us. Like, no,
yeah,
never that. It's just like,
no, free yourself, free your mind, and the rest will follow.
Like, you keep putting a half on the table, and it's making us be like, well, dang, if you got something to say, then just say it. Like, because it's you're saying little things, and it's making us like, come on now. I would never, and that's why I said ethics before, because it's like in real life, I like to think nobody would ever press because of the sensitivity of coming out and stuff like that. I would like to think that nobody and their mother would ever think that it's okay to press anybody to the point that they need to divulge, that they feel like they have to divulge that or anything like that. No, you need to come out with that when you were comfortable. So it was never none of that. I just wanted to say that because I don't want anybody to think like, oh, well, Drew, spill it. Like, no, that's not the case.
Yeah, we're not bashing Drew to spill anything. You can come out when you want to, if you even have any desire to, or if you are bisexual or any of that. I don't care. What I don't want, or what looks to me, is that for me, it always looks like you are telling on yourself when you say certain keywords. And that's all. Some keywords just, they trigger something where you be like, you raise your eyebrow. You know, your eyebrow just kind of raised like, did she mean that, or was she just saying what? So that's all. And
I'm a straightforward person when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm just like,
yeah, the eyebrows do be better. They arch like nobody else.
Like an arched brow. We love a sculpted arched brow. Princess sounds like,
okay.
Princess sounds like me, man. That be me every
day. Man, there's Gemini power. You know how y'all Geminis do? Y'all do this.
It'd be homework.
Y'all got work to do, homework to do, and things to do. But what y'all doing? I'm laying up and chilling, trying to get
done. It always gets done. It just gets done.
It gets done on your schedule, on your time. Y'all be up at 3, 4 in the morning talking about, yeah, if I just got up early, I wouldn't be here at 3 and 4 in the morning, but I guess it is what it is.
Well, my talk is straight. I think I can fit everything. Like I take on all of the things, and then that just, it just throws me. I just keep taking on stuff. Like, yeah, I can take on that. Yeah, I got that.
All right, so we are gonna move on, y'all. We only got a couple of more little scenes.
I feel like our commentary is better than the episode. So honestly,
for real. For real. So so we all in agreement. We are not here for Anthony and his 5 minutes of fame. He could have sat down with that crap. Nobody would see none of that. None of it. Why I did that? But I feel like I didn't turn that off. Okay. Anyway, Martell and Kenya have Martell comes in and they have a Kenya wants to have a little chit chat. And it was a cool little scene because they shook hands and then Kenya's like, can I talk with you a minute? Martell's like, I ain't trying to talk to you, girl. I don't talk to you. We got into a big ass argument. You cussed me out, basically. And so he's not even trying to, but you know. So I guess basically Martell wants her to apologize, right? So
yeah, he always wants the other person. The other person's always wrong. We know that. When it comes to Martell, he's never wrong. It's always the other person. Yeah.
Right. Because really it was like he was looking for an apology from Kenya. Kenya is looking for an apology from him. She was like, so it says, what I wrote down was, can you apologize for defending? Can you apologize? Kenya don't want to apologize for defending herself, basically. She felt like she didn't have a man around to match his tone. So that made her act a little more out of character. Can you say? She said, "Oh, well, I'll put. Can you say when you raised your voice? She felt insulted. That's what Kenya was saying. When he was cussing and raising his voice, she felt insulted, especially when he said that part about her checking her DMs." Martell asked Kenya, "Does she feel like she was in the wrong a little bit?" Kenya says she can say she was defending herself, but if she offended Martell, she apologized for that. But that she never cussed him, she never cussed at him. And we all know that was a lie. She cussed him out. Like what she said was, how she put it, like shout out to the producers. Martell said, oh, I put that too, but
I didn't take notes for this.
It was like, what she said was, what's a cheater? Always a cheater. You suck mother effort.
I thought it was piece of
right?
Piece of IT.
You piece of ish. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. It was you piece of ish. So when she said that, I was like, you did cuss him out. You called him a cheater, right? Say you freaking piece of shit. Shout out to the producers for letting us see that. Martell says, looks like Kenya wanted to punch him, but they ended up squashing it. They do a little
wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
What is that? They did a group hug. But the group hug was so abnormal, y'all. Y'all see that? Did y'all see how Martell didn't even really? I'll say, me, my husband, and Barbara having a hug. My husband's gonna hug me tight. He's gonna hug Barb tight if he's apologizing to her. Martell didn't hug nobody tight. Martell was like this. He pulled his body back and grabbed both of his arms. I was like,
he's such a weirdo, man. Like he's literally he's so weird. God, he's so weird.
It was weird. I don't know. I just was just like, they are weird. So yeah, they ended up doing a little group hug. And so Martell asking, does she feel like, yeah, I already said that, apologize. Okay, she called him a cheater. I said that. Okay, so they squashed it. Sheree finally is going to go grab Mecca. And then it's so funny. She grabs Mecca, right? And has the freaking nerve to tell her baby grandbaby, oh no, baby grandbaby. Oh no, don't go to sleep. Girl, it's 5 hours later. It is 4 hours later. And she is really trying to keep Mecca up. Talking about, oh no. So that had to be around because they showed 2 hours later, and Sanya said we still ain't seen the baby, and that was at 6:30. So some more time had left. It had to be around 7:30 or so, right? It had to be around 7 o'clock.
Late for a baby, like that age.
First of all, do the sip and see first. Bring the baby out, and then bring the baby back, and then y'all party all day.
That's normal.
All night.
That's normal. We do that even for regular like kids parties. It's always kids play, do your thing,
why would you?
and then we over here like
we trying to go put a baby away. We trying to let everybody see the baby and then get the hugs and kisses and get on. What are you doing? Bring this baby out at the crack of dawn.
Oh my gosh, she's like the mom of all moms. So much so that she got an award. So,
girl, bye. So she finally brings the sleepy baby out in this oversized flowered stroller, and her dress had a train on it. Now, shout out to Jamie. That's me. Again, because she said it looked like a procession. I said,
I'm a princess again. Like, first of all, let's just be clear. I wouldn't have done this from the get-go because I don't even no. And second, that first of all, if I was Cairo, if I was the baby's mom, I would have been like, no, see, your mom, I can't.
Your mom is doing too much. Your mom does too much.
My baby as a storyline. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, we wouldn't be cool after this. And I got all these strangers like that.
StreamYard is acting a whole fucking fool. It would not let me do nothing. I'm trying to put your comments up. It says hide right now. Your comment is not up. It should be coming up. But yeah, it's too many people. It's just, I just feel like the sip and see should have been smaller. It should have been like a dozen
production. Like,
because I want to hold the baby. I want to go and hold the baby.
I would have just been fine if she would have just had the girls, maybe their husbands. Like, I don't know why it was this whole. You got people there, like Anthony. Like, there were clearly people there. Apollo, there were clearly people there that ain't got nothing to do with this baby. Like, I could understand if it was like just girls.
The people that look good on TV, the reality TV stars.
You do some little brunch, you have some mimosas, maybe make it, all cozy and cool. And, you just had to maybe 25, 20 people at most.
Maybe. Yeah. 20 people would have been a perfect amount. She want to spend $1,000 on balloons and stuff.
Wait, check our chat.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, thank you, love.
Okay.
That's why. What's funny is that I'm telling you, the thing has been acting up, and nobody said nothing. But it's been acting up. It wasn't. What's funny, sister? I had it on, and then it disappeared. So when I came back in, I must have hit the wrong one. But it was not even. I wasn't even in this area, and it wasn't doing it anymore. I'm like, okay, StreamYard, you were acting all the way up. Thank you.
I don't mind. I haven't been even on here like in the past 2 weeks or since we did this last week. So
man, they have some new features, but it's laggy.
It gave me some like notification about stopping and then coming to resuming, whatever.
Yeah, the editing is better. Your editing, like right now I'm making comments and there's no comments up. Oh, there they go. But
I'm a princess on this one.
With the people or with Phaedra?
Phaedra.
Comment.
And I don't want people around my baby either. No.
I don't want nothing. There's too many people. And COVID we still in COVID season. No. We're not doing that. So there's some raid up this. That was my sister. Let me We are live. Where are you? That was our sister Nola.
It's been 2 hours.
All right.
Oh wait, she texted you?
Yeah, she just texted me. She's got her ticket to go see So Deb, and she sent me my tickets to go see So Deb too. So I need to purchase them today. So with her saying that, I'm like, we lied, girl. Getting back to so okay. Sheree finally gets Mecca. She has a nerve that about to sleep. She brings her out. The stroller is beautiful. She has the fresh flowers all around her. She pulls the train out, and beautiful. I love all the pictures, and it was beautiful. The baby is gorgeous. The baby is gorgeous. She's a beautiful baby. I love her name, Mecca. She's a beautiful baby. Um, so finally, because baby girl was falling asleep, and I got pictures of her falling asleep. She was
out
trying to stay up, and she was
ready for a second.
She was ready to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. So then they start taking family pictures, and there is a young lady standing in front of Bob, and everybody's speculating who she is, and that is that his girlfriend. She looks a little young. She kind of looks like Bob. I'm not sure. And so her name is Candace. Okay. So her name is Candace. She does look rather young to be his girlfriend. So if that was his girlfriend, we were all trying to figure it out. And come to find out, it's Bob's. I don't know if it falls in. It's his third baby before he met Sheree. He told Sheree he had 2 kids. But Candace is a third child that was right, like he said, 3 years younger than his oldest. I'm not sure how old his oldest is. I'm not sure where that second baby falls that Sheree knows of. So there's 2 kids, right? The oldest, and then there's the second born. But does that Candace baby fall before that second born, or does she fall after that after the second born? That's really important because that will say a lot to Sheree. Yeah, it's been 26 years. Nobody is really looking at it like, is she gonna get mad? No. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you didn't tell me that you had a whole other kid. And not only that, but it seems that both the other kids know. You know what I mean? That means Cairo knows, because when she met Candace, Sheree met. First thing Candace said was, "Yeah, I've been around Cairo and Cali. We've been going to family functions and things, and so, girl, my eyeballs would have been so freaking big. My eyeballs would have been like this big."
Yeah, that was
what?
Did you guys know each other? Like, I was so confused. Like, I know people be lying. Like, I'd be lying. I just said I'd be lying. I know people be lying, but like, I'm just so confused how like that. Talk about a big like, and then also, yeah, if she's been around Cairo and Cali and where they didn't like, how do we get here to where this is being revealed on season 15 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Like, talk about embarrassing. Like, Sheree never ceases to wow me with how much she can seem to embarrass herself more and more each time. Like, I'm not saying this was on her.
Sister, look at my hand. So I got a question. Lucy, I got a question because I'm confused. Do you think that this is more embarrassing than Tyrone leaving her high and dry, thinking she was gonna have
yes. You were married to this person only for 7 years, and we have to take that into account sometimes, or at least I do, because I guess given like Sheree's age or whatever, like I don't know, I just sometimes assume that her and Bob were like married for like this very like long period of time, but they were really only married for like 7 years. But still, it was just like, no, you were married to this person. That's the equivalent you would sleep with a stranger because you got whole kids out here that I didn't, huh? Like, how long have I been knowing you, sir? Like, I don't even care. Like, you what? Taken all the way back. Like, you might as well have snatched my wig off if I was her at that point. Because I would be like, if I didn't tell you to get out then, I definitely would have told you to get out then. Like,
Q, I see you saying she knew, lying for the cameras. I kind of agree with that, except for the fact that Candy and the gang did not know. And even Candy said she's known Bob since she was 19.
Which, I mean, that was still kind of like, well, I can understand.
So all I'm saying is,
like,
he hid it. I'm not saying that Sheree did not know. You know why? Because I have children. And I wish my kids would not tell me that they daddy had another kid. My kids wouldn't do that.
Like,
Callie and Cairo definitely have told Sheree that they got a sibling. There's no way.
Like, that doesn't.
There's no way. Sense. My kids, please. My kids. They're not pulling no wool over no eyes. And the moment they met their sister, you're not going to tell me that they did not call Sheree and say, Mommy, I got something to tell you, Mommy. I found something out today that it's gonna blow your whole socks off, Mommy. There's no way. I know my kids, and I don't care. My youngest is 13, but I bet you my 13-year-old would have told me at 6. I bet you my 13-year-old would have told me at 5. I bet you my 13-year-old would have told me at 2 years old. Like I got older brother and sister. Like he's not. They're not. So I agree with you, Q. She knew. And she's making a damn scene like she keeps doing. And we don't believe you, Sheree, because you're with Martell. We don't believe you, girl. We don't believe you.
This whole thing, regardless of what aspects are true or not, this entire thing shouldn't have happened because this was what? Like, that was wild. Like, wild to a different level than anything this season, if that was the case.
The fact that Paw overtook the dang on sip and see, like he overtook the thing.
Been there, like, come on now. Let's be real here.
The little one tell you ain't gonna tell me these grown kids. So basically, 20. I'm not understanding when Sheree said 26 years. Does that mean that Cairo's 26? I'm thinking that's what that meant. That Cairo is 26 years old, and that in the 26 years that they've been together or was together, that she didn't know.
That's how I took it. That he somehow was in between Cairo and the other two that Sheree supposedly knew about, and that in and out.
I think this baby came before the two. Because here's the thing. Let's hypothetically say he has 2 children from a previous relationship for Sheree, right? So let's just say these kids are 4 years apart. We're gonna say they 4 years apart. Bob says the Candace, the one that had the hot pink pants on with the white shirt on the picture, that she's 3 years younger than his oldest. We don't know how old his oldest is, correct? We don't, right? But that could mean that, but Barb, that could mean that baby came before that second baby.
That's what I'm saying. It could be Sheree quote unquote knew about these two right here, and then these are Trey's two. That the girl that we seen on this show could have came in
Could be between those two.
right there.
She could
I mean,
be
she could have
between
came out.
time. Right.
Probably how I took it at the conclusion of this episode is that she was in here. Wait, in here, where my thumb is. But maybe, I mean, maybe she could have been in between those two. I don't. We're confused too. So don't
Wait
ask
a minute.
Wild. Like, I don't know.
First of all, sister, please let me know. Nola, you didn't see it. You haven't watched. Did you watch this? Did you watch the show?
She hasn't been watching it. I don't think.
Okay. Bob, not Bob the Builder. Don't be confused with Bob. Yeah, you are confused. At the sip and see that Sheree had for her grandbaby Mecca, Bob came in. They were taking family portraits, and there was a younger woman that was in the picture, stood in front of Bob, Cairo, his woman, and then Sheree by herself. That girl is Bob's daughter. And what me and your sister Barbara's trying to is, where does Candace, the daughter, fall into place? Because he had Sheree only knew about two kids he had prior to her having Callie and Cairo. Well, Cairo first and then Callie. But now we have a third baby that he didn't have nothing or had told her about. And I'm about to get into the fact that this man, Bob, when he gets his feet held to the fire by Candy in the game, let me tell you what he said. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, okay? All right. So now that you're all caught up, and thank you for joining us, Nola Reeds, our sister. Make sure you hit that like button on both our channels. We appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. So, let me go back to my notes. So, the lady is in front of Bob. Everybody is speculating who she is. If that's his girlfriend, if that is his daughter, and so we find out that his daughter, her name is Candace, and it seems like that is his third born child. Sheree only knew about two children before the two she had. So Bob's secret is out, except for it didn't look like it was much of a secret because Cairo and Callie know their sister, right? If you put a picture or you putting a lady in a picture with us, he ain't gonna not know who that lady was. So I feel like Cairo knew that was his sister. And we found out earlier that when she's introduced to Sheree, that she's like, yeah, we've been doing family outings and going to family things, and Cairo and Callie have been there. So yeah, which is puzzling or not true, or they're doing it for TV, like you said. There's no way adult children, little children, if I'm their mother, they're gonna come back and tell me, guess who we met? Mama, guess who we met? Mommy, we met our sister today. What? Right. So definitely she knew. Candy. Oh, can you get in the confession? It says she known Bob. Oh, Candy gets in the confession and says that she known Bob for a long time because, oh no, Kenya. I was talking to my thing. It says, can you? Kenya gets in the confessional and says that she's known Bob a long time because one of her friends dated Bob. She didn't know that he was married, let alone married to Sheree. Candy and the gang grilled Bob about letting Sheree know about his other daughter. Bob says that him and Sheree were on a how he put it, on a not on a
basis.
Need to know basis, right? Not on a need to know basis. I said, boy, Sheree, when you find a friend boy, you find a real friend boy. You
Like
find a real friend boy.
If y'all don't know by now, like if you didn't know before this episode, if you needed one more piece of evidence, let this be your piece of evidence that Sheree, whatever her name is, Whitfield, has not set her standards higher in the last couple decades at this point. Exhibit A, Bob, this whole thing, him being there, everything. Like he's not even one like centimeter of a step difference than Martell. They're cut from the same cloth, like I said before. Like at some point, you got to want better for yourself, and she's no. I'm over her.
Been over. So my things are coming up. I'm hitting all my little things on the side. My comments, and they're not on my thing. Maybe they're coming up and I can't see them, but whatever. So I said, can you get in a confessional? And said that she knew Bob, because he dated one of her friends, but didn't know that he was married to Sheree. Candy and the gang grilled Bob about not letting Sheree know about his other daughter. Bob says, like I said, she was on a need to know basis. Candy says, Bob, you did a baby reveal at the grandbaby reveal, which was true.
Mm-hmm.
Which was crazy. I don't understand how you could. I don't know. Maybe Bob and Sheree don't not get along, but they don't talk like that. Because why wouldn't he have found another time before this time to tell Sheree about that baby? Can you please explain that to me, Bart?
You said what?
Do they not talk? How is it that?
I hope they don't. They shouldn't be talking. Going back to what I said. They
gotta talk. They got a grandbaby.
Huh?
They got a grandbaby. They talk a little bit. They talk a little bit. I'm not saying they talk a lot, but
they might not, because it depends on the relationship that the kids have with Bob, and then the relationship that they have with Sheree. So depending on how close they are to this one or that one would determine, how involved they are in the grandkids' life. And this is, I don't know. And Sheree even said, she was like, this is his first grandchild. And I was like, wait, isn't this your first? Does Sheree's older daughter have kids? I don't think so. Her daughter that's not with Bob, I don't know, but the way she said that, I was like, isn't this both of y'all's first grandchild? But now we don't even know how many kids he has outside of the ones he has with Sheree. So really, I don't know. But I would, if I was Sheree, knowing what we know about how their relationship was back then, we would have nothing to talk about. Once again, we would have nothing to talk about. But in this case, I guess, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I just think that this just shows how they should never have been married. And because regardless, even if he did tell her, regardless, he wasn't in that child's life how he should have been, at least not at a young age. And this is still her first time, quote unquote, meeting her. So that still is like, that's weird. However you slice and dice it, it's weird.
I'm here, but my StreamYard will not let me undo my cam. It won't let me go to comments like I said. StreamYard is actually extremely weird right now. So I'm here. Up there I am. Okay. I've been trying to get myself to start.
That's all I really
start the camera. That actually was the end of it. that is definitely is the end of the end of it. I'm trying to get myself on here. So yeah, it was a trip to see a baby reveal at a baby reveal. It's different. There we go. There you go. It's a little different. So yeah, so we are gonna get 16 episodes. Next week is our last episode. Yeah, that thing's coming up. Oh, gotta see. I do it again. We are gonna get 16 episodes this season.
Oh wait,
next week is our what
you there was, I mean, not really to talk about with that, but then they did show finally in the last like 2 seconds, they came back and were like showing all the true breaking news, divorce. They did a month later, and then they showed real quick. So we're finally gonna be talking about that, I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna catch us up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna catch us up, which is gonna be great because I hate that we be so far back in the months, and then so yeah, it's gonna be good to see them catch us up, bring back to Ty, you know, meaning Mimi's ex Ty that plays in the WNBA. So yeah, it's I'm finally happy that we, like you said, they're gonna catch us up, and because I'm tired of looking at Drew and her husband like they're together when we know doggone well they're not. I'm just tired.
I know they're not exactly. So finally, let's call out the elephant in the room so we can get this season wrapped up with a cute bow and
wrap it up, tie in a cute little bow, and we all happy.
For real,
all happy. Right. So yeah, y'all. That was the end of episode 15. I am gonna say the sipping seat was beautiful. It was a lot of money spent for. I feel like you said, it could have been 20 people there, 20 of your closest friends and family members. I feel like that would have been better. I feel like Sheree was really throwing up a self party. It was for her. It had nothing to really do with because if it was about Mecca, you would have made sure Mecca wasn't sleepy, tired. 3 hours later, it was a lot.
It was a
lot. It was Glamma Extravaganza. That's what I put in our description. Glamma Extravaganza. It had nothing to do with no sipping. See nothing. It had nothing to do with that.
That freaking all.
So yeah, y'all. We thank y'all for rocking with us. We thank y'all for coming in, hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel. We appreciate you guys. Mm-hmm. That game. Please leave us a comment on anything of what we review because I know there was a lot. So if you guys got a comment or anything, please drop it down below. We appreciate those things and as well.
Also, since we are concluding the season, y'all, please in the comments or DM us, whatever. Start letting us know what you want us to move on to. And
yes, our critiques. It honestly,
you guys have to be reality or whatever because there's a lot going on in the world right now as it pertains to shows and movies and all this stuff. So just anything, or if you just want us to come up here and just talk about whatever, like just let us know because we are getting down to the wire here. So
yes, because a reunion will be here soon, y'all. What do you think, Barbie? Do you think you'll get a 2 or 3 part?
It's probably gonna be 3. And like on one hand, I roll my eyes. They're gonna drag it though. That's the bad thing. Like it can be 3 parts.
That's what
that I need to talk about. Honestly, don't know. Mm. It really doesn't have to be 3 parts, regardless of how you slice it. The only things I want to talk about is Drew and her stuff, and what else happened this season.
The the baby. That's it. Like we don't have nothing. The both
Yeah,
babies.
Drew and her stuff.
Baby and Sam baby.
Drew and her stuff. I don't that's really it. Honestly, I don't really need to go into depth about really anything else. Maybe Sonya, maybe her family stuff, maybe a little bit, and
That's what I said. Sam and her baby, the new baby, and then we have, you know,
Marlo,
the grandbaby. There's nothing. There is
no,
nothing.
not really. Candy, not really. Yeah, that's honestly it. Sheree, no. So yeah. But y'all let us know.
We gonna see. Yeah, y'all let us know down below in the content in the comments. Let us know if you guys want us to review something, talk about some things, come on a weekly basis and round up a whole lot of things that happen during the week. We can do that as well. We really appreciate you guys coming in and joining us. Y'all already see there's the cuties, there's the world, there's the hearts. All that stuff is the coastal critiques. That just sums us up right there. If you want to show us some love, throw a cutie in the chat, throw a world in the chat, throw a pink heart in the chat. That's what we do. I can't wait to see the season finale. Because I feel like it was drowned out. we pushed the 16 week out. But it could have been. I don't think we even needed that many. And then we coming up on the Sweet 16 season. So it's gonna be season 16. I hope they come with some new stuff for us. Especially depending on how this reunion goes.
It's looking. We're talking not shakeups. I've been seeing little tidbits all day about that, so I don't know what's the full cast reboot. I got all different things, so I don't know. But once we know, we'll let y'all know.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, we thank you guys for joining us. Please subscribe to me and Barb's channel. Please like both our channels. Please give us a comment. And like our Coastal Critiques panel is coming to an end. So if you guys want to keep us in the loop in the algorithms, please let us know what you guys would like us to discuss next. And we will definitely take into consideration because we love y'all. Y'all are the reason why we are here. We are, we're here for you guys. So just let us know what you want us to do, and we shall do it. So anything else, sis?
No, that's really it. You summed it up. We'll see you all next week.
Definitely. Y'all, we love y'all, but I love haters. 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 Haters. Of course, StreamYard is acting up, so of course it's gonna act up. Let's see. It's trying to, y'all. StreamYard is acting so like I'm pressing buttons. It's not even trying to let me do nothing.
It won't let you end it?
It won't let me end it. It won't let me do nothing. Now it just changed.
That's crazy.
Funny. It is so funny. Let's see. I love haters. 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 Haters make the world